And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day.
Let's crank this up.
From a Covey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. Postgame Game 2, San Francisco Giants versus the San Diego Padres down in Petco Park. Giants erupt for 9 runs. Lou, holy crap. Multi-hit games for a bunch of guys. The man of the hour, Willy Adames, 4 hits. Also had a big home run. I tell you, man, Jung Hoo Lee was right behind him. He had 3 hits with 3 RBIs. Heliot Ramos had a hit and also 2 RBIs late in the game. I mean, my gosh, and we got Logan Webb out there. It was laborious for the one Logan Webb, but he was able to go 6 innings. We'll talk a little bit about that. A little surprised to allow him go so deep. Well, I should say deep in the pitch count, being early in the season. That took some balls for Vitello to do that. We could talk about it and see. Hey, do you think he should have gone out there? Not gone out there? I mean, hey, we'll just talk about it. Lou, what you think of the game, man?
First of all, do you see what I wrote underneath my name, Eric?
Who did this team remind you of? Uh-oh.
Anybody in the chat? Who did this remind you of? Think about it.
Oh, we got a quiz going.
16 hits. 16 hits in one game.
That's a lot of hits.
The first 4 runs were with 2 outs. Or 4 of the 5 were with 2 outs. This team reminded me, I'll just tell everyone right now, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Ooh.
They reminded me of the Blue Jays. That's what they did last night. I know hitting coach.
Hey, Joe.
That's very good, Joe.
He knows. Joe knows, man. That's our good
Very
friend
good
over there
call.
in the Rio Grande Valley over in Texas. Joe knows, man. I love it. Look at
Hit
that.
behind the runners. You know, if you take Adames' homer to get the spark off, to get the lead going, the rest were with 2 outs. And then, again, rallies, putting 3 or 4 hits together with, a walk. It was amazing today. And then to tell you the truth, even though the Giants scored 9, I don't know how the ballpark was playing, but I could have sworn 2 of Lee's I thought were out. The one that just went foul at the end. And then you had a couple that went off the wall. So it could have been more, but, it was good to see. I think, but that's who it reminded me of. I kept thinking, God, this looks like Toronto Blue Jays.
There you go.
The thing is, if you take Adames' homer away, it was all singles and doubles. Putting the thing on, putting the pressure on the pitcher. Even when they bought the lefty in, should they keep him in too long? They made him pay. Mm-hmm. And really, that's a key thing. So hopefully, this is something that it's paying off. And, for the people that wanted to jump off the bandwagon 0-3. If you listen to our talk show on Saturday, after the unfortunate loss where we got swept, we said maybe the best thing is they were off on Sunday and they go on the road. Mm-hmm. It's amazing when you go on the road, you have no distractions. You have meetings with teams. You go. I mean, doesn't it look like a completely different team? And most important, Eric, that we talked about, they're having fun.
Yep.
And really, that's what baseball is all about. That's why it's one of the greatest sports in the world.
Absolutely. And look, I'm going to have a rant today, guys. A rant is going to be incoming. And it talks about the panic that happened with the 0-3. And I'm going to have to have a little public service announcement when we about that situation. So we'll get into that. Yankees a boon, or no, Yankees baboon. What is up, dude? Said, glad you're all turning around. So am I, man. I tell you what, we had a lot of people at the edge of the cliff. Man, they're just like, what the hell's going on here? It's early. It's okay. But again, I don't want to get into the rant yet because we'll save that later. Let's get all the business done. We are going to hear from Glenn here shortly. Yes. We got the recording all ready to go. We're going to go live down over there in Petco Park where Glenn watched the game. So yeah, get ready to hear that. But yeah, 16 hits. I don't want to forget that. That's that. I mean, come on. And you got 9 runs off of those 16 hits, right? All right, guys. Hey, let's take care of some housekeeping. Let's get all the particulars out of the way, and then we could start talking a little bit more about what happened during this game, guys.
And now, today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
Drive into center field.
Got him.
All right, here we go, guys. This is the box score. Let's look at all the numbers that happened during this game. Let me get to the big screen myself because it makes it a whole hell of a lot easier. All right, there you go. Giants win. They're now 2-3. They beat the Padres 9-3. 9 runs on 16 hits, no errors. Another good defensive game by the Giants. You want to see that, right? San Diego 3 runs on 6 hits with 1 error. Webb is your pitcher. Again, we'll talk a little bit more about him. Marquez, I told you guys, I said it yesterday, man. These are the guys that you got to get after. I said Walker Buehler was gettable, and Marquez, the Giants own him. And what did they go out there? They went out there and they owned him. It started from the first inning, and then it continued on through the rest of the game. So it was good to see, and it was nice to see the Giants add on. You know, that how many times have we seen that, Lou, where, you know, it's like, all right, we got a crooked number. And then the team comes around and starts scoring runs, and then they can't do anything. And you're like, what the hell's going on? Because it got a little bit weird there, especially in that third inning, right? Giants are up 4-0, and then here comes San Diego roaring back, and they got within 1 run. And it's like, oh, what the hell's going on here? Webb wasn't sharp, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Again, the lineup. Here we go. Adames, look at that at the top of the lineup. Maybe we got to keep him at the top of the lineup. Hey, I don't know. 4 hits. He scored 2 runs. That's also had 2 RBIs. Don't forget, he had a home run. Devers, 2 for 5. Hey, Lou, that guy's fast. Rafi Devers is fast, baby.
Beating that out and then getting to third. Woo! So an extra run on his part because of his speed.
How about that? He's fast. We'll talk a little bit more about that. That was awesome. Ramos had a hit and also 2 RBIs a little bit later in the game. Nice to see. Arias, again, has a hit. I think he's got a hitting streak going on, hasn't he, for the Giants? Something like that? I can't remember. Oliva, we'll talk a little bit about him. He pinched run for him towards the end of the game. Koss came in defensively. Chapman had a 2-hit game. Lee had a 3-hit game with 3 RBIs. And I forgot to say that Chapman also had an RBI. Bader had a hit, which was a double. Bailey had a hit, and Schmidt had a hit. Everybody had a hit. It was, I tell you what, hits galore today for the San Francisco Giants. Runners at scoring position, 6 for 12, Lou. That's a 500, if you want to say batting average with guys in running position. I like it. They converted half of their runners in scoring position. I'll take it, man. I'll take that shit all day. Let's go. Here we go. Webb goes 6 innings. Whew. Gave up 3 earned, walked 4, and struck out 5. Brubaker had a nice 2 innings, and then Buto came in and was able to get it done. He had 2 strikeouts to end the game. So that was nice. Attendance over there in Petco, 41,000 on a Tuesday night. That's not so bad. Not so bad. But I tell you, man, what a game. What a game, dude. This is the kind of stuff that I like to see, where the Giants lineup comes alive, because we were all talking about it, right? And again, we'll get into this a little bit later. It's like, what's going on with the team? And maybe you're on to something, Lou. When you go on the road, maybe it's a little bit different. As you said, you don't have the pressures. Because, when you're at home, you have the family, and I mean, you got distractions. I think that's a good term to use. When you're on the road, it's just you and the guys, right? You're in the hotel room. You guys are bonding a little bit more. And then, hey, we can concentrate on going out and winning some damn baseball games and not worrying about, as you say, distractions. So it was awesome, man. Let's get into this one first. Well, yeah, let's get into this first, and then we'll hear from Glenn. Logan Webb. Were you surprised he went out there for that 6th inning?
I'll just give my 30-second analogy. I thought today he pitched on guts.
He did, because he had no command.
And I think the ABS might be affecting him a lot.
Because he can't steal. Bailey can't steal the strikes. Yeah.
But there were 2 situations that happened, and then I'm going to end it with something positive. The first inning, he almost didn't survive again. They had a chance to come back, take the lead. And, we know these things when the Giants come back, go up. When you have a big first inning, the toughest part is getting a shutdown inning. We talked about that last year many times, shutdown innings. It was 3-0. Before I knew it, they had the tying run up in the first, and he gutted it out. So I thought the first inning was big. And then when it was 4-3, I thought the bottom of the 5th inning was the best inning he survived. Another gut, right?
And he struck out the side.
No, that was the 6th. The 6th.
No,
inning.
That was the 5th. The 5th he struck out the side. The 6th. It was the 5th inning he struck out the side.
Okay. So that was a gutty thing. I thought that was the 6th inning when we were almost going to go to the 7th inning stretch. I might be wrong. I apologize. But I thought that was clutch, because what happened is he got out of that 5th inning. Oh, yeah, he did strike out the side, but he was in trouble. Sorry. He gutted out the 5th. He got the win, right? So he was assured of the win. The Giants then come back, and then in the 6th inning, he struck out the side again. So I thought it was a gut punch. He survived. And really, I'd rather that he survives important innings like that than pitching a 7 innings 2-hitter. Because this shows you what it was. When you don't have all your good stuff, he still survived. And, I got to give him the thing on that. He deserved the win tonight. He hung in there.
He did.
All guts. It was one of those things, and it made me proud because, we all concentrate on him pitching, 130 pitches, 8 innings, 2 hitters. This is what you need from a leader. And I thought tonight, he, even though he knew he wasn't going to pitch much longer, he was there. When they got the 4 runs, he was all fired up. He came out, pitched good, and I think maybe it was one of those things where so early in the season, he showed Tony V, let me go one more inning, show you that I'm not tired. Because the 6th inning was like 1, 2, 3. It was like 13 pitches, boom. But I was a little surprised he went that long. But, I thought the 1st and 5th inning were total clutch. And, to tell you the truth, if it was another pitcher of the Giants, we might not have gotten the win. So I'm going to give Webb credit when it's due.
There you go, man. Hey, remember back in 2016, the Giants had a certain pitcher, Johnny Cueto. Remember what he said during the playoffs? You got to have the cojones, right? Or actually, the coconuts. You ain't got the coconuts. Remember? I think that was something that he said. Chewy, he goes out there and talked about having cojones. Yeah, there you go. Same thing. Coconuts, cojones, you name it. That's what Webb went out there and he showed out. There's no doubt about it. And look, it was a risk. I mean, it's early in the season, and Tony Vitello, and I don't know if there was any politicking by Logan Webb. I'm sure there was. But Tony Vitello, he's got to make the call. And he went out there and he said, all right, Webb, go out there and see what you got. And then I guarantee you there were probably stipulations.
Yeah.
Depending
on you're coming out. But,
right. Exactly. We're going to give you.
First week of the season is very risky.
Yeah, it is. It is risky.
It doesn't matter who it is. Yeah.
And look, is he a little bit ahead of the other pitchers because of the WBC? That's yes. Yeah. But on the same token, that's going to stack up when you get towards the end of the season. Now, he's shown that he could do it. And let's see what happens, man. I tell you what, it's awesome because, again, we're not in must-win territory or anything, you know what I'm saying? But it's nice to see the Giants get right back in it, man. Look at this. We're one game away from a freaking sweep. Tom Wyatt says, it's good to see everyone in a great mood tonight after this victory. Keep it rolling. Great job, Eric. And Big Lou. There you go. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. All right. Hey, let's go to Petco Park. Let's hear what Glenn had to say about the game.
Well, guys, Eric and Lou, I know you're pretty happy back in our studios tonight. 9-3 the final score. Another offensive outburst for your San Francisco Giants to get on the board early. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the third. They put 4 on the board in the sixth, and then 1 late in the 9th inning. And surprisingly, perhaps you've already talked about this in our studio, but we got to see Vitello go to the bench. He brings in a pinch runner, and all of us feel second base. Wild throw, Aaron to center field, takes third, ends up scoring that run in the 9th inning. Logan Webb over the 100-pitch mark. Were you surprised at that in just his second outing of this young season? Looking to sweep San Diego Padres tomorrow, Eric. And I know you and Lou will be tuned in. I know you're talking about it tonight, having a whole lot of fun back in the studio. Final score, 9-3. The San Francisco Giants erupt at Petco Park. Let's go for the sweep, boys, tomorrow. Looking forward to tomorrow's show already.
All right, there we go. There was Glenn. He was at the park today. He might be joining us here a little bit later tonight. We'll see. We'll see if he shows up. So hopefully he'll be able to. Hey, what's up, Orange Man? Says Glenn was up, bleeding orange, baby. Look at that. Yeah, I tell you what. And hey, Mario, right on. He's sober. That's good to hear, my friend, because I remember on Saturday, and man, I thought I was going to have to do a welfare check. You know, hey, you got to be careful, man. Got to be careful with the sauce, as they say. But I like that point he made. How about that Olivia, right? The pinch runner. He's got the speed, and I think that was one of the big reasons why the Giants brought him on the roster, for that simple fact that he has a part of his game that the Giants really don't have a lot in the lineup, and that's the speed. Went out there and he stole second. Again, you put pressure on the defense. They can make a mistake. Ball goes out to center field. He gets up and takes third. Next thing you know, and then he winds up scoring on that Jung Hoo Lee single out to left field. And that was a nice piece of hitting by Lee going the other way.
I agree. And I think he was 14 for 15 in spring training. So you got to use your assets when you can. I think tomorrow will be a test because, Eric, as we know, when a team has a great offensive night, you come back the next day, they struggle just to actually get 3 or 4 hits, especially against a good pitcher who had a rough start, who actually has their numbers. It's just one of those things. It's not too often in baseball. A team scores 9, 18 hits, and then they come back the next day. They just seem to struggle. It's just sort of one of those things. So hopefully I'm wrong. I'd love to get a sweep, and then they come back home 3-3 for the Mets, on Thursday night. I mean, what a better way. What a great road trip. It's just one of those things, and that's why baseball is so unique. Again, half the chat is saying, oh my God, this team's worse than last year. Glenn was like, oh my God, I'm going to San Diego, probably in his mind saying, oh my God, are we going to get swept down there? I'm going down to San Diego. What the hell? But baseball is one of these sports that it's indescribable and it's so unique. That's why we keep watching it, from the baseball playoffs to this, we weren't going to cancel the show yesterday if the Giants lost. We'd still be here. But it's one of those things. It's a little bit better when you see a team that maybe has talent is actually showing it. And tonight, like I said, I thought I was almost watching the Blue Jays because I think last year I was listening one other time last year where everybody in the lineup got a hit. So it doesn't happen too often. So we got to praise them. And again, I thought it was nice because so many times I've heard Webb gets caned. Well, this was a total team effort. Webb didn't have his best stuff, and the team
picked him up
behind him, picked him up. And that's what a full team does. And like I said, I think most importantly is you saw smiles on the bench, and they're excited tomorrow's a day game, just like us. So I just wanted to bring that up.
Nice. Cole, what's up, dude? Haven't seen you in a while. Says, haven't been in a while. Just wanted to say, Say and hear your take on Vitello using the same 9 players every game in a lineup, different order, and rarely using a bench. That's very unique. I don't know if this is the game plan they're going in with, but I find it unique because they have not gone to a pinch hitter one time. They've gone to pinch runners. They've gone with defensive substitutions, but they have not taken the bat out of the hand of the guys in the starting 9. It's very interesting, Cole, right? And especially in that last home game, I thought maybe they would use it, whether it was with the Jung Hoo Lee in the 7th or even Patrick Bailey in the 9th in that last game against the Yankees. Since you were down by 2, maybe you wanted to try to spark something. So Cole, this is going to be something to watch because it's unique. And again, I don't know if this is what their game plan is or if this is just, hey, this is how the game pans out, so to speak. But I found it interesting that they stick with all 9 guys. Whoever's penciled in that lineup is going to be part of that lineup all the way through, unless it's a defensive substitution or a pinch runner. So, yeah, that's quite. They haven't taken the bat out of any of the players' hands yet. So I don't know. It's a little weird. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch to see how they do this now. And here's another thing. Look at this, Willy Adames. Maybe we keep him in the leadoff. I said that before, right? I was a little like, what is this? Willy Adames leading off. Hey, maybe he's okay with that. And that's quite interesting. So again, interesting storylines that are being written, Cole. That's a great observation, dude, because it's weird. It's weird.
And Eric, we do believe there will be a change. It won't be the same starting 9 tomorrow, being a day game after
night game. We're going to see Susak. You'll see Susak tomorrow, right, Cole? You're definitely going to see Susak, and who knows? Maybe you see Gerard Encarnacion, right? Maybe you do. I alluded to this. How about this, Rafi Devers? I don't think there's anything wrong with that hamstring. So now it begs the question: why isn't he playing first? Maybe they're just trying to get a longer look at Casey Schmidt. Don't know why. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not going to make any speculations here.
It's a great analogy. Great analogy. Yeah.
It looks like there is nothing wrong with Rafi Devers, because I was going to say that earlier before he legged out that single today. In San Francisco, he got that. Well, yeah. And then remember, he hit that double. He legged out that double. Against the strong arm of Aaron Judge in San Francisco. So, dilated. You're exactly. That's what I was thinking. Dilated. I didn't want to go out there and say it, but because I don't want to make assumptions or anything. But maybe that's a possibility here. Let's see what Dilated said. Trade value for Schmidt, maybe. That could very well. Here, let's not forget Buster Posey. He likes to make moves in the beginning of the season. We saw that last year. Maybe he does it again. I don't know. Again, it's pure speculation. But there's some that we could all agree on, that Rafi Devers hamstring. There's nothing wrong with it. There isn't. I mean, if you're going to go out there and leg out that single like you did, I think Alex Pavlovich had a nice tweet out there, man. He was like 27 feet per second or something like that. Or was it? No, 27 feet per minute, second. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting to see what's going on, because obviously he probably could play first base, and there's reasons why. And what are those reasons? Maybe we'll find out. Champ, Edwin Diaz's fastball down to 96. Maybe there's a reason, right? Maybe for that simple, maybe they are, he's doing that so he has more control. It's quite possible, right? It's quite possible, because sometimes when you overthrow it, you're not going to be able to put the ball where you want it.
And he's still having success early in the season. And
it's early in the season. I guarantee you he's going to amp it up a little bit more as the season progresses. There's no doubt about it. Anthony says Schmidt could be off tomorrow. Could be. I think maybe we see Gerard tomorrow. Right? We'll see. We'll see what happens right there. Giants fan says, if the Eldridge can't claim the job, then who is the Giants' first baseman of the future? Not confident in Schmidt or Devers, or the thought of going forward with the platoon. Well, it's going to be Devers until it's not Devers anymore. And when is that going to be? No one knows, right? No one knows. And that's the thing, man. We can all come on here and this is the thing about baseball. We could all make opinions. We could all make assumptions on what's going to happen. But I'm going to tell you something right now, man. It's about having facts as well. You got to have some evidence. You got to have some facts. You just can't be pulling shit out of your butt and go, this is what I think, And look, you can. No one's going to say no. But for me, and this is just specifically for me, Lou, and you know me long enough, I like to have a little bit of substance when I go out there and make some assumptions. Now, sometimes it's a little bit more weak. The evidence may be more weak, but hey, you got to go with what you got to go with, right? And you guys got to be careful. Let's have fun. This is the San Francisco Giants. This is the team that we root for, and we want the best for them. But when you go out there and you start making out these wild claims or just stuff that just doesn't add up, come on, man. We could do better than that, right? Come on, we could do better than that. And that leads me to this. Let me get this off my chest.
It hasn't even been a week. The season hasn't even been a week long. We're
Good
already coming up with assumptions.
Yeah, right. And look, and that's the thing. We lose 3 in a row, and the sky was literally falling. And it's like, come on, guys. Look, it looked bad. And I said this a million times. It looked bad. But it didn't mean that's the end of the season. You cannot. I'm sorry. You cannot sit here and come on here and say the Giants are going to absolutely suck the rest of the season because they lost the first 3. You can't. That would be ridiculous. Come on, let's have a little bit more understanding, man. After they lost the 3, you still had 159 games to go. It doesn't mean the season is shot. It doesn't. So let's be careful. Let's not panic. And I said this, Lou, remember I said this before the season started. There's going to be times when we're going to come on here and people are going to lose their ever-loving mind over one game or maybe over a couple of games. But you know what? And you talked about it. Baseball has a way of correcting itself during the season. Sometimes it all works out and hey, you're hoisting a trophy at the end of the season. And then there's other days, right? Where it just wasn't meant to be. And sometimes, hey, there's bad luck, there's good luck. Man, don't make me go down this whole luck thing, man. I had last year, for those of you who were part of our community last year, I went on and on about the whole luck thing. Because look, luck involves every aspect of people's lives. And it's not just in baseball. It's also in regular life. Period.
I think
story.
I think the thing is, you lose 3 to start off the season. The exaggeration factor. Oh my God! You got to remember, it was the Yankees first of all.
Yeah,
the Yankees pitching shut us down.
Man. Yeah, they did.
If the Giants would have lost to the Yankees in midseason, there would have been no panic. It's just like if we beat San Diego, it's the same thing. It's 3 games win. We're now 3-3. That's what it's all about. But, you know, it's nice to get out the snide. And I think, yesterday's win was so nice for the Giants. They came out today loose, relaxed. Let's just put some runs up. We got Webb. We can win. And, it's just amazing how one little win can affect the attitude of the team.
Right. Exactly. And all I'm saying is, hey, just understand what is happening before your eyes. Your eyes are not going to fool you. Your ears are not going to fool you. Listen to what people are saying, see what people are writing, and listen and observe. And you know what? That's going to give you everything that you possibly can use to make a judgment about things, especially with baseball, right? And here's the thing, and this is the thing with baseball. I guess you could say this with any sport, right? The emotions take over. People are thinking with their heart and not their mind. Well, and look, I get it. It's not a fault, but it's definitely it could lead you down the wrong path, because we could all sit there and say, "Oh yeah, this is what's going to happen." Woo, yeah. But you know what? If you watch what's going on and if you hear what people are saying, that's not what's going to happen. It just isn't. That's just the way it is, man. And at the end of the show, I don't know if he's out there. frustrated with saying I'm a voice of reason, and then I think he said you and Glenn are a voice of reality. Well, they're hand in hand, man. I don't know if you're trying to, frustrated. I don't know if you're not thinking that I'm in reality. I'm very much rooted in reality. And the voice of reason that's what it is. I don't know if you're just maybe confusing both of them, because both of them are the same. But if you're trying to say I'm not in reality, well, my friend, you're wrong. You just are, period. End of story. Because you got to be able to see what the hell is going on out there to go out there and make some good assumptions. And all you got to do, and I'm going to tell you something right now. If you have the ability to see and to hear and to understand the game of baseball, I mean, it's just going to lead you down a path where you just can have a little bit more acceptance sometimes, or just understand, hey, this is a game of baseball. And it's just none of these things happen quick. And that's the thing. Maybe it's people are coming off football season. They're used to stuff happening quick. It's 17 weeks and it's done. In baseball, it's 162 damn games. So again, let's do better. That's all I'm saying, man.
Hey,
Public service
Eric,
announcement right there.
My advice: don't listen to Cambiar, the two homers. Listen to us, because we're fans speaking for the fans. Pure
Exactly. And look, will there be emotion? Of course, there's going to be emotion.
Of course.
But I also
fans.
exactly. But I also, I will have something to back it up. I hope. Sometimes if it just goes totally sideways, right? It's gonna get weird. But here's the thing. Hey, what do we got? Hey, we got a guy from San Diego, Coffee San Diego. I love it. Congrats on the win tonight. My Padres suck. I'm sorry, Coffee. I'm sorry, man. You guys still got a good lineup. You guys still got a good bullpen. Starting pitching's a little bit wonky, but you still got a team there, man. You still got a team there. We'll see what happens. I know you guys got some weird stuff going on with ownership, but hey, thank you for hanging out here on Giant Sports Talk Live. Welcome to the fraternity we call Giants Sports Talk Live, where we welcome all fans. And Coffee, you may not like this, but we even accept Dodger fans. How about that? There we go. Right on. I was going to say something and I totally freaking lost it. It's all good. I might come back to it. I can't remember what the hell I was going to say. Coffee says, Tatis looks horrible. Looks like he put on some muscle. No doubt about it. So, but again, we come on here, we give our opinion, we talk about it, and we have fun. And this is where I was going to go. Here we go. If we criticize somebody, whether it's going to be Vitello, whether it's going to be a player, whether it's going to be a front office, whether it's going to be the owner, right? It doesn't mean we're totally lost confidence in the people. Every game, right, there's going to be decisions and there's going to be execution that happens on a daily basis. We will analyze those specific instances, but it doesn't mean that these people are horrible. Look, if Vitello makes a bad decision, managing a game, does it mean he's a horrible manager? Nope. It doesn't. It just doesn't. But can we say, hey, that was a bad decision on this game? Yes, we can. Take it in totality, and guess what? Now you understand what the hell the guy did, right? That's just using an example of Vitello. It's the same thing with hitters. Just because Rafi Devers struck out 3 times in one game doesn't mean the guy is a freaking useless bum. He's not. Come on. It's dumb. It's, again, you got to take out your personal biases and understand this guy is good and he's going to be good. End of story. Come on. I mean, we can't just base things on one game and then say that's the truth. Hey, even half of a season. Some guys have a bad half a season and you make a judgment. And then next thing you know, the next half, either they go into tank or they're on fire. So there you go, man. Come on.
I really think if a lot of people in the chat, I recognize the names. I see we're getting a lot of new people. LA Girl 020, welcome. Baseball is so unique because they play every day. So you criticize your team, you go to sleep, you wake up the next day, and then it's a different reaction. I mean, it's amazing how we talk about how 24 hours you could be different. But, we're all fans. The thing is, we all want to win every game. When we don't, we overreact. We underreact too on some. If you guys saw the other night, we were criticizing Tony V. He has a bench. Why didn't he DH? But when they win, we haven't said a word because he's adjusting.
Right.
The other thing, too, is we're only 5 games into the season.
That's it.
We are adjusting just like the chat because we're going 162. We might be a certain way now, but by game 80, we're getting anxious because now we're past the halfway point, right? Or getting close to it. We want this team to succeed. What makes Giant Sports Talk Live so unique is the chat makes the show. We talk, we see your reaction, and every day it's different. We get the same people on the chat when we lose are purely upset. 24 hours later, it's not the same person when we win. I told you guys not to panic. I told you how good we are. But that's what makes baseball such a unique and special sport.
Absolutely. Hey, I see someone in agreement. It looks like someone's back from Petco Park. We just heard a live report from him. Let's bring him in. The one and only Glenn. What's up, dude?
Hey, buddy. How you doing, Lou?
Hey, man. Hey, you go down there and you saw 2 pretty damn good games, man. How about that?
Well, Eric, today they got you. Listen, you guys have had your say, and I want you to recap it for me shortly because I have missed the beginning of the show. I probably covered most of what you talked about already during my report
Pretty
from
much.
down the ballpark, down the
Pretty
street.
much.
They went to the bench tonight. They got the bat on the ball tonight. They were I don't want to say we got lucky in a 9-3 win, but my gosh, Eric, you had to see the home run by Willy Adames. It floated and it floated. And the entire stadium was hushed. They're like, did that go out? Mm-hmm. Holy, I don't know how that found that corner and got out.
How about Chapman's home run, too? That one just kind of seemed
Chapman's. It was misplayed by the outfielder. Did you guys see that? He overran it, and then he looked back, and it went over.
It was already over his.
Yeah. A lot of weird plays, but I was happy to see that Vitello went to the bench today. The one thing of all the things in the ball game tonight and the first 2 games of this series, there are 2 things that have stood out to me. All right, Eric, you're going to hate one. Lou, you're probably going to love one. I'll start with Lou first. Patrick Bailey still cannot swing a bat. He's going to bat about 200 again this year. I guarantee it. That you get what you get. If you want to go for the defensive catcher, that's fine. The guy, he's not a hitter, not a pro hitter. Eric, I am very concerned about what I see from Rafael Devers. He's batting. Surprisingly, he's batting about 270, 275, Eric, on the season. It's the most quiet 275 I have ever seen. I don't know. He's a hacker. He grips it. I know. You're not worried. He'll hit 30 home runs because he grips it, rips it. But I'm concerned about what he does on a daily basis, just like I am concerned what Patrick Bailey does at the plate every day. If he gets up there and you're just hoping, Eric, you can say he's a great hitter.
Hey.
Then why isn't he hitting great?
He's fast. He's fast, man. What are you talking about? He beat out a freaking single. Come on, man.
He's like that train that goes up the hill. Man. Yeah. No, he's no the freeze. He's like the train going, I think I can. I can. He's got speed. But I'll tell you something else, guys. Entering the season, I didn't know what jersey to get because I didn't know who I was going to be a fan. Oh, by the way, one other thing on the field. I've never seen a more cocky player than Harrison Bader. He's going to get burned one of these days. I'm going to say, well, there you go. But he's a cocky.
He had a nice double today off the bottom of the wall.
He's a cocky little player. But you know who my guy is? Who's my guy? I didn't have a player. You know, my guy has gone to play in Mexico. Wish him well. I'm not that far away. I might what line is it? The T line here? I could be there in like 45 minutes and watch him play, but we'll see.
The orange line. The orange line.
The orange? Was it the orange line?
Yeah, that goes to Tijuana.
So, Eric, my guy, don't know if they've pointed this out during your broadcast. By the way, it's good I'm sure it's good back home to be watching Kruko and Kuiper calling the freaking games. There's too many games that they're not on right now. So, my guy is Tony Vitello. He stands at the top. He's on the top step, Eric. It's like a playoff game for him. Does not turn his back on a single pitch, doesn't go to the bathroom break, nothing. He is, as Eric would say, what's that, Eric?
What is it?
Focus. I like everything I'm seeing from Tony Vitello. And I was happy. You guys noticed, obviously, I mentioned in the clip, he went in the 9th inning to the bench. Arise got on, pinch runner, and he forced that run because they swept second, threw it to center. Boom. Before you know it, guy knocks him in. So the game had a little bit of everything tonight, guys. I think you can check the stats, Eric. There was a lot going on. I had to memorize the entire score line to do that report. 3 in the first, 1 in the third, 4 in the sixth, 1 in the ninth. How's that? There you go. But I couldn't remember. They had 18, maybe 18 hits on the night, something like that. That's a lot of hits.
16, yeah.
One ball game. All right, so there you go.
Hey, Glenn, I opened the show. Who did this team remind you of? Another team in the majors today. Just tonight.
Okay, I'll play your game. Who?
Somebody in the chat even said the same as me. I thought tonight the way they hit, actually 4 hits in 1 inning.
Maybe the Blue Jays. You're going to say the Blue Jays probably.
The Blue Jays, correct. And I thought tonight was a total definition because that's what we saw from the Blue Jays last year. They created rallies. We talked about that. And then I thought Webb pitched on guts. I thought the 1st and the 5th inning, he almost didn't get through him. But he got through him purely on guts, and the team backed him up, and it was a total team victory. And now the big thing is, it's easy to get 16 hits and 9 runs, but can you do it 2 days in a row? You know how many, like a team will score so many runs one night? Did they use all the runs tonight? They need to come back tomorrow, put up a good offensive show, and then maybe we can get the sweep. But it's not going to be easy because I know that pitcher. Somebody in the chat says, his ERA is 18. This guy's a bum. No, this guy's pitched well against us. This guy doesn't want to get swept, and it's going to be tough tomorrow.
Eric, have you guys talked about what I mentioned in the clip off the end of the game? It was they just finished when I did that report live from the park, and I hustled back here because I missed you. I got to tell you, I missed you guys last night. I was just walking in, you were signing off. You were doing, I said to Bernice, if I walk in that door and I hear, let's get the hell out of here, and sure enough, that's what I heard.
Get the hell out of here.
Well, were you surprised? This is only the 2nd game of the season, Eric. And our boy, Webb, he threw triple digit as far as pitches.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that. But that was ballsy by Vitello. I mean, you're taking a risk. Now, he probably could go 100 because he's a little bit more built up than the other pitchers because he was preparing for the WBC. But that being said, we'll see what happens. He's built for the season. There's no doubt about it. The guy is durable. And that's one of the attributes of Logan Webb. And I'll take it every day, man. And the one thing I liked about it, and Lou talked about it, he showed his guts. Right? He sat there and he bared down. I know Lou likes that. He bared down. And got the job done. I mean, that's huge.
See, brother BLK, brother BKL is in the chat. He reminds me.
Hey, what's up? Your pals are looking great. Good to see the next wild card contender. And also, Glenn, I told you there was nothing wrong with everything. It's got to be right. At least today is April 1st. Whoops.
You remember April 1st?
Oh my God, that was
the trade. That popped up
today. I got a little itch here.
The trade.
Did I make a short of that? I think I
did.
Did
Lou see that? Saw it today.
Did Lou see that last year?
Oh,
Junior.
My God.
In fact, I saw it tonight, and I said, Eric, I don't know if we should do it tonight or save it for tomorrow, but Glenn was very excited about it.
Yeah, he already knew. Hold
on,
I gotta go.
Eric
right there.
Eric got me hook, line, and sinker last year, little prick.
Oh my God, dude, that was good. That was oh my God.
It's one of those memories that it's kind of funny now. It wasn't as funny last year.
Yeah, we're how to go here. We'll just do it real quick. It's kind of funny. For those of you guys who don't remember, here we go.
What?
Holy shit!
What?
They just traded for Vlad Guerrero Jr.
I didn't even see that when I got up this morning. I'll tell you what, let's wrap it up. We'll be back in a few minutes' time, guy. We're going to review this story because if this is true, we're bouncing right back on Giant Sports Talk Live. We'll see you in a few minutes, Eric.
And you know what? I forgot because April Fools.
See you tonight.
That was
I was playing along. Correct.
There you go. Oh, that was good, dude. That was good. That was fun.
Too late to say I was playing along last year.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. All right, hey, I got to do this. You forced my hand. You forced my hand. As far as a bat is concerned, would you take either of these two guys? The guy on the left actually has 4 more years of service time than the guy on the right. Would you take either one of these guys? Both of them have a career average of 279, 277, 353, 349, respectively on base. 503 and 506 for slugging, 855, 854 for OPS, 131 and 129.
You got to give me a little more stats. I mean, you can't pick and choose. You're cherry picking. What
just
else?
The bat. I'm just talking about the bat.
How many RBIs? How many RBIs we talking about?
Well, the guy on the left is going to have more because he's got 4 more years of service. He's got the guy on the left has 952. The guy on the right has 747. And again, there's some time.
Oh, I know you're trying to rope me into a little Raffy Devers. I know you're trying to rope me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Eric wouldn't do that.
I would never do that. Would you take either? JB will take either. Well, anybody else out there will take either. Would any of them take either one of these guys as a guy on the San Francisco Giants?
Lou, you want to play this game?
I'll probably take the guy on the right.
Take the guy on the right? All right.
LA girl's right. There shouldn't be this much math after a big win.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Would you take either? That's not the question. The question is
I'd rather take the guy on
is.
the right because he's 4 years younger.
Come on. I prefer Connor Joe. Would you take? The question is, would you take either of these guys in your lineup?
Lou, he might be 12 years younger. We're not quite sure.
Come on.
Connor Joe. Abraham just wants Connor Joe back.
Come on. Where are you guys at? Would you take either of them?
I'm not playing. I'll be back in a second because you pulled that old archive out. You made fun of me.
Come on.
I'll take the guy on the right, the younger guy.
I want to see. I'm looking at the chat, and I see nobody. Nobody wants either of these guys. The guy on the right, because he's younger and doesn't blow out his hammy practicing playing first base. Come on. I'll tell you one thing. Devers is fast. Do you see him running? Lou? He was running, man.
Base hit, and he scored a run because he got to third on a base hit.
You want to know who these guys are? Hold on. Let me stop sharing because now I got to share the actual screen. Who could this be? Hey, how about that? That's just the bat in the hands. That's all it is. It's just the bat in the hands.
Yeah, and we know how great Ramirez is.
Would you guys take Ramirez? Absolutely. Would you guys take Devers? Absolutely. Come on, man. Come on. I would take either of those guys, of course. Now, Jose Ramirez he has more tangibles, right? Guy's an awesome defender. Period. End of story. But come on, with a bat in hand, they're the same guy. And I guarantee you, if the Giants went out there and got Jose Ramirez, everyone would be freaking doing cartwheels.
And Ramirez only scored
yeah, we got the same guy on our team in Devers. Come on.
Lou, let me ask you a question, Lou, because you're always, I used to call Eric the voice of reason, but now that we've got 3, I'm kind of leaning more toward you because you're the go-to guy in these situations. You're like the deciding factor.
He's the tiebreaker.
I think Rafael Devers can barrel the ball maybe as good as anybody. He's going to get his home runs. But Lou,
with the bat in hand, they're the same guy. The bat in hand, they're the same guy.
I'm not talking to you, Lou. Or I'm not talking to you, Eric. Lou.
I'm talking to the chat.
Okay. You finished?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Lou, is he consistent enough? That's my only concern. Where do I see consistency out of Devers?
Well, he hasn't played a whole year for the Giants, but his career, he's been consistent. I think the one thing
that's his career numbers. He's a career 275 hitter.
Last year, he started 1 for 25.
It was horrible.
He always starts off horrible. So I think we got to really give him a month and see how he's doing. But I think, again, with this lineup, him batting second, if Adames can keep getting on and Devers actually gets fastballs, I think he'll make him pay. But again, I'm
it's
not
4
really,
games. That's well, you could say now it's 5 games.
Yeah.
5 games.
Yeah,
Well, let me go back
to
to Eric. Eric, we're talking hitting and batting. I also said, and I think we're in agreement that Bailey's just not. He's not a hitter. They're relying on defense, right?
Well, let's see let's see what he does with some more at bats, but it's looking pretty familiar.
Let me ask you this: I haven't spent much time. I haven't talked to you during the day. I mean, it's been busy for me and hanging out at the ballpark. Hanging out. I'm signing autographs down there. It's been busy, Eric.
Obviously.
Running, passing out business cards, trying to sell some ads. I'm always work. But I'll tell you one thing. I was concerned, but now, I mean, we're all small sample size. What have you guys thought so far about this batting order, which seems to be producing a little more?
Dude, and here's another thing. Cole Dustin was in here earlier. They have not changed. They have not pinched hit for anybody at all in 5 games. Everybody who has started the game has had their hand to hide the whole entire time. So I don't know what the game plan, and I said this earlier, Glenn, I don't know if this is the game plan or if just happens what happened during in-game strategy. I don't know, but it's unique. It's different.
You expecting roster moves tomorrow, though? I mean, we're going on the back end of
Susak's going to be behind the plate tomorrow, and maybe we see Encarnacion, maybe at the DH. Maybe we see Devers play first base tomorrow.
I think we could see. They're heading home, right? They're heading home after tomorrow's game. This is one series on the road back home, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a number of these guys play.
Games.
Get some at bat.
Anthony Millard makes a great point and said last year the guys in front of Devers have to get on base, so teams just can't pitch around Devers. That's a fact, because there's a lot of times where they're not pitching to Devers. And what are you going to do with it? Because his on base percentage last year was incredible. He takes a walk. He'll give you a tough at bat. And the thing is when you kind of take the bat out of his hand because you're pitching around him, well, what can you do? Especially that's why you got to have guys who are a threat. So then you do have to pitch to Devers. So that's something that we've been talking about with the Giants lineup for a very long time. So whether or not that's going to change, we're going to see. We'll see.
Hey, Eric, can you look at the chat at 10:48 of Coffee's ex San Diego?
10:28.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't it. Glenn, you are the man. I took a picture with you at the ballpark thinking I was taking a picture at Universal Studios of Doc Brown. Total celebrity. What? Look at you. What? Yesterday it was Gioni.
Yeah, but Gioni. But that I watched part of your replay of last night's show. I heard that, Eric. And Bernice and I looked at each. No one took their picture with me last night. So pulling a Pinocchio and you guys.
Oh no! Uh-oh.
You're buying into all this, Eric.
Or maybe he was going to the game tonight.
Was Coffee? Did Coffee take a picture with you, or was that a bunch of
no one? I've been incognito. I told you I was wearing the funny nose and glasses. I've been going in. Nobody even knew it was me.
Oh no! Do we?
You got some, and I had to run back tonight because I know you let him get away with it. I saw somebody in the chat last night. I didn't know was.
Oh yeah, hey, you want to take care of it? You want to take care of it? He
was lurking around. You didn't. Hey, Eric. See, Eric is the voice of reason. Oh. That is truly because I said, "Geez, he made it to the end of the show."
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, he either has to talk about it or put it in the title of his name. He can't come in incognito, right? Or he can't come in and say, I enjoy being here. You got to come in and say, I love being on NorCal Sports. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, you are your own worst enemy. I'm going to find.
Here we go. Are we going to have to get rid of Coffee? Is this guy an imposter? I think this guy's an imposter, huh?
I think he's an imposter too.
I'm going to have to get rid of him. That sucks, Coffee. But hey, you brought it. Right. You brought it upon yourself, Coffee. Yeah. See ya. All right, and there he goes.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. Have you ever heard that line, Lou?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Bailey last year? Bailey, you know it all as well as I do, Lou. Remember he hit his inside the Parker last year.
Yeah, and then the hit against the Dodgers. I mean, he had the 2 biggest hits of the year.
I mean. So
that inside the Parker was freaking amazing. That was a lot of fun.
You know,
when I played senior ball, Lou, I hit a home run one game. I hit one home run.
Nice.
I'm not Barry Bonds. I hit one. So Glenn hit a home run. Yeah, the one and only.
Listen,
in 5 seasons.
Your brother Glenn, Dwayne, he only got 1 homer in the major leagues. So you guys are both on the same page.
There you go.
So you got Dwayne Kuiper, 1 homer, and then you got Glenn, the 1 homer in senior ball. So you guys are. That's why you're the big man of the show. People coming up claiming to get autographs. Trying to sell it.
No, they come up and ask me where's.
TMZ.
I'm here in San Diego, Lou. I'm here in San Diego, and every second person comes over and says, "Oh, I love your show, Giant Sports Talk Live. Where's Eric? I'm like, you know what?
Come on, man.
Stop it.
Come on.
Well, maybe that's a bit of a fib too, but they certainly did it at Oracle Park. I'm not fibbing about that.
Come on.
Park last year. I'm not kidding about that.
Yeah, and when we go back, it might happen again. Hopefully,
it
know
will.
you and me.
Where's Eric? Where's your buddy? He's nicer than you are. Come on.
Ibrahim, he makes a great point. How nice was it to see Arias hit a sac fly? It was a blowout, but there was a tight game. And where does he do that? And a game where he does that. The beauty of the guy who gets the bat on the ball, because that's something that we've lacked for years, Lou, right? Just to get
a professional hitter.
Guy.
And I think we can maybe put Arias' defense behind us. That was an incredible double play he did tonight. So we've now had like 4 times where he's made an incredible play. Let's forget last year he played first base. Okay. At second, he's done a great job. Eric said he was going to work with Washington. He's proven himself as a starter. He's a great hitter. I mean, come on, give me a break.
I know you guys want to see the team win, but I'll tell you something, Eric. Not only did they just win 2 in a row here in San Diego, I wish you guys were here to enjoy it at the ballpark with me. Beautiful ballpark, Petco is. But we're seeing fun base. See, you know what? I know he was out, Eric. What the skill set of Jung Hoo Lee's slide into third base tonight was right in front of him.
Unfortunately, he came off the bag.
The arm. Dude, you couldn't ask for a better slide. I mean, that was the only way he was going to get in there. And it was by a fingernail, Eric.
Literally.
And it was an exciting play. So he was out. It was just, what an exciting play. He tried to make it happen. There was just some exciting things that are happening around the ball team, Eric, that I'm really enjoying seeing.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But that's the thing with baseball, man.
Yeah.
You can have a couple of games you play absolutely fantastic, and you have a couple of games where you just don't know Glenn, you just don't know.
Me and Eric said they were having fun.
Yeah, they look
having fun the first 3 games, but they're all fired up, and I think it's amazing getting that first win yesterday. How different the team came out today. Just let's do the basics. Let's hit behind the runner. Let's put rallies together. Another W. The game's
2 home openers. You're playing at home. Maybe it was good to get away from the home crowd for a week. Play some games on the road. Bring it back to life. Just pick up, because we do have. At the end of the day, don't forget we do have a tough schedule.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But hey, we thought it was going to be tough playing the Padres. We already won the series. It's going to be. I'll tell you something tomorrow. It ain't going to be easy. Nick Pivetta has the Giants number. He is tough, man. He is tough. As a matter of fact, after watching Nick Pivetta take care of the Giants tomorrow, because, again, the guy has some ownage on him, may have to have some of this. There we go. Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, proud sponsor of Giant Sports Talk Live, home of the world famous Tommy Margarita. You can find it on every continent but Antarctica.
Okay.
You will not see a penguin taking a sip
Can I ask you another question, Eric? And again, I apologize if this has been a topic of conversation because I'm not necessarily hanging around your studio with you. I can only imagine what it was like for you, Lou, and the rest of the guys and gals in the chat watching the game on TV. Eric, it's not the ballpark, the atmosphere, but the weather is so gloomy here.
Is it? Oh, it's been
does
rain.
that actually, can you actually feel that vibe on the television? Like, does it, it's not sunny here. Dude, it did everything but spill rain here. It was dark.
It was bad. We had thunder and lightning. Dude, we had a lightning bolt right above our house. It sounded like a damn bomb went off. It wasn't a crack. It was a boom. I was like, holy crap.
It
Cat's
rains
flying.
today
Hopefully we get
here.
some sunshine here tomorrow. I'm hoping.
Well, Glenn, when you were at the game, didn't you think probably 3 of the Giants' hits were actually going to be homers that sort of fell short? Like Lee hit one that I couldn't believe didn't get out. Like even Dwayne was saying, the ball to deep right, deep. Oh my God, and it landed literally like at the case of the wall. So obviously the wind or whatever the area knocked balls down because the Giants could have scored more when you really think about it. Just look at the 2 homers that barely made it out and then the 3 that didn't. So, you being at the game, you might have acknowledged that too. But yeah, it's.
Lou, have you ever been in Petco? Have you attended a game at Petco?
I was there last year. I go down when Del Mar is running the horse track. I was there with one of my old employees who does a podcast, and I went and saw the Giants. Unfortunately, got beat twice by the Padres when I was down there.
I always feel when I watch a game at Petco Park, like literally, I could picture if you minimize the size of the park, you could put it up in like a little treehouse. The way it is built, it doesn't sprawl. It's like it's built at a very like cathedral, like and it makes it seem maybe to the broadcaster too, but from the seats, Lou, it seems very spacious.
Yeah, and then the center field with the beach.
Spacious.
You still got the warehouse that was there that they kept, from the property.
What's done this year, Lou? The Titleist ball. They put it. What did they do? They put in more seats. They changed the outfield. The big Titleist platform. They had that. I thought it was an onion for like 5 seasons. The Titleist ball's gone. They added more seats along. That brick building you're mentioning. It's all patio. It's levels now built onto the building. Like everything is just they change just to get more. It's all about this, Lou. It's all about the money.
I agree.
But anyway, the ballpark is nice ballpark here, Eric. Nice ballpark. I can't say anything bad about this ballpark. Spacious to get around. You can go to the bathroom in no time at all. You can walk around the park. Like you don't feel. You walk around. You know what it's like at the top of your section, Lou. If you ever have to sneak up to the top of the stands, what I call the upper ring, lower bowl at Oracle, there's no room there.
Yeah,
no room compared to this. Was triple size.
I would say the one thing they do good there too is they don't take cash, but they sell the cards so you can put cash on there.
Nice.
But again, they have more stands, Eric. When you walk in, you get in, there's probably 15 different beer stands, and then there's like 5 food stands and a place of maybe like 1 section. So there's never a line. I mean, when I was down there, the longest line was maybe 2 deep, and that's because they were making Bloody Marys. You know what I mean? That's it. But it's very well. It's open, and everyone's just there to have a good time. Even
each level.
Yeah.
You know what, Lou? To bring more to your point, each level, no matter which level of the ballpark you are on, Eric, Lou is correct. Each level must have about 20 beer stands, 20 gift kiosks. So there's like a couple of beer stands, you get your hot dog, and another gift shop. And then you've got those, what would you guys call it? Like a standalone in the wall home of get your hot dogs and they've got a lot of kiosks set up. And it makes it easier for the fan. You can get up with 2 outs in it. Listen, for example, Patrick Bailey's coming up. I can get up, get a dog after the bathroom break, get my soda, be back in my seat, ready for the next inning. Don't miss anything, especially when Bailey's up.
Are you going?
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Are you going to the day game tomorrow, Glenn, to end it?
Lou, do bears poop in the woods? Of course I'm gonna be there.
Good. You're hot.
I tell you what, guys, take it in. Look, there was some news out there talking about the upcoming labor strife. Players Union got like over $400 million of a war chest. You got the owners who have like $2 billion worth of a war chest. So they have the means to drag this out a very long time. There's a chance there is no baseball next year. And that just absolutely stinks. Jeff Passan was talking about it today. And and he goes, and it sucks that it's something that we talked about, right? Where baseball has had an amazing run over this last year, and you're going to squander all of that because they just can't.
Players don't care, Eric. Players don't care. They only the same with them. They only one thing.
Owners don't care. Players don't care. It's just it's going to be a mess, and we just
the last one almost ruined baseball.
I know. So it's something again. It's something that's going to be talked about all throughout the season, and it sucks that I was seeing it make the rounds today. So again, guys, enjoy it while you can. They fly an RC airplane at Petco in the parking lot. Now that's pretty damn cool. Hey, Christopher, I remember you checked it. Aren't you up in Alaska? I thought you were up in Alaska. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn. I remember seeing him in a
long time.
Yeah, I remember him coming around last year. Christopher, man, I'm trying to remember. Weren't you up in Alaska? I could have sworn you were up in Alaska. People asking you about Willy Adames. Which home run did you like better? Did you like the Willy Adames or did you like the Matt Chapman home runs?
I think that's a good question, actually, Eric. I think I liked Willie's because it was such a – I told you off the top of my when I broke into the show here with you guys, when he hit that home run, no one in the stadium thought it would. It just sort of snuck out of there in the corner, Eric, and it rattled around. And in fact, there were did you know that Willie didn't know? No one even nobody knew what was going on. I had a great angle. I knew it was out of the ball. I go, yeah, it's out. But there were players in the field. In fact, the left fielder grabbed it, threw it into third. Like, what's going on? Because nobody knew. I don't know what it looked like on television, but in person, it was a sneaky home run.
Confusion.
Yeah.
It was a sneaky. Oh, pulling out a little electric light orchestra tonight on the show. Oh, love it. Thanks, Lou. I needed some ELO and Jeffrey Lynn tonight. Confusion.
Oh man, you guys are getting into the music.
Glenn, how was the chicken? Did you get to see the greatest mascot? Beside the crazy crab.
Is he still there? Is the chicken still there in San Diego?
The chicken's been retired.
What happened? Yeah, what's happened?
They have the fryer.
I said,
it was the all-time greatest.
Lou, you probably, I don't know if Eric had time. Did you share the picture? Because I thought it was apropos. I said to you the other night before
the burgers.
Before I traveled here, I said I was going to, I was going to be blessing everyone. I was coming as the friar.
Yeah.
I'm going to dress as a priest or a friar, whatever they call this guy, the brown robe, and I was going to be blessing people. Well, they wouldn't let me in like that, Lou. So I hung out with the friar, and I sent a picture I said, Eric, you're not going to believe it. I'm just hanging out with the friar. So I had a lot of fun. See, you know what? You're around a ballpark, Lou. It doesn't matter what team you cheer for. We just have fun.
Yeah, and I did want to ask one thing because I know there were some fans right by the Giants dugout, but it seemed like there was a lot of Giant fans in the crowd.
Yeah.
Being spring break and
they
everything.
Travel well. You know what? There's fans everywhere. The Giants fans are everywhere. So Lou, it's kind of, and I understand why we do it because we Giant fans in a Giant ballpark, and we see Dodger fans, we see Yankee fans in this past series were out hot and heavy. But when you come down on the road trips now, I go to games in Seattle, go to a lot of games in Toronto, go to games here. There I am with the Friar. There I am. There it is. Look at that. Look at that, Lou.
Beautiful.
That's pretty good.
He said he said he needs to say a few prayers for everybody at Giants.
Hey, he needs to say a few prayers for freaking his team, man.
But Lou, here at the ballpark and everywhere I go, Giants fans they're everywhere, man. I see a lot of you know what I see when I'm on the road, especially Eric and Lou, are the retros. I see a lot. I saw one jersey today, Boo Must Die, it was on the back. I see a lot of Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonds numbers out there with their jerseys. I see Kruko jerseys. They don't leave a stone unturned when it comes to this ball club. I even saw a Mark Hill jersey, rest in peace. So
Mark Hill, number 2, fastest catcher in MLB history. Last year, the guy next to me had Snot Rocket for his jersey. For Mad Bum.
They're creative. Giant fans are everywhere, and they love cheering for the team.
Hey, check it out. United in a state of activism said Ramos is one of the most underrated big leaguers. You know what? I neglected to talk about this. I'm glad you reminded me. United. Reed the Heat said, what's good, Dom? And he also said, let's go Giants. Yes, but go back to Ramos. Mm-hmm. That hit that he had where he got 2 RBIs in late in the game, what I liked about what he did is he went to right field. There you go. He's going with the pitch. You're not going out there trying to kill it.
With the sax full.
Depending on where the pitch is, of course, you could get both cheeks in it. But he went to right field, and that's huge. And it scored 2 runs. Jung Hoo Lee in the 9th inning. He's a left-handed hitter. He went to left field, went the other way, was able to get in Oliva, who was able to take third base off of an errant throw when he stole second. There you go, man. That's what you do. Man.
That's what I was saying. It reminded me of the Toronto Blue Jays. It was amazing. They actually
hit
like a team.
And out of 9 runs, right, only 2 of them came off the long ball. All the other ones were manufactured. That's how you freaking do it, man.
What do you think of the bullpen, too? There's
not too bad.
Anything bad about it so far, except maybe a little snaky.
Walker.
I mean, I didn't get to talk to you guys about that. There's nothing left to be said. Man, last night, 3-0. Everything was cozy. And I mean, I put it in my report. I go, right center. And it was another no-doubter. But, he got us.
The factor was pegged.
Nobody really talks about it, okay? He got the joke. Ooh, that was, there's a lot of, pirate talk. Well, what if he had lost that game?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
I mean, the fact we weren't able to muster up anything till the night, it was late in the game. They hadn't gotten anything going. If they had gotten some runs or a run here or there earlier, Eric, boy, different outcome in my opinion, the way he pitched. He threw, I believe, wasn't it the first 5 or 6 pitches? Couldn't even get a strike.
Yeah.
First 6, he walked, and then he got lucky.
That's the problem he had last year.
On the ABS call.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
They didn't.
Run shot. Yep.
He didn't do it. That would have been a tight game. It could have been a totally different game. Oh man. Okay, we're kind of going around here. Did you see the CB Buckner? We'll call it a non. Oh my God, the call he had in Milwaukee. Ridiculous. Or was it I can't remember. It was in Tampa. Maybe it was in Tampa Bay, actually. But it was Tampa Bay versus Milwaukee. Jake Bauer is running up the line, right? Second baseman throws a high and wide throw to freaking a first baseman. He clearly steps on the bag, and he runs through the bag, turns around, comes back to the base. Well, the catcher of Tampa Bay throws it back to the first baseman. He tags Bauer, and freaking CB Buckner goes, "You're out." He clearly stepped on the bag, and everybody's going, what the hell was CB looking at? He clearly, you see it on the replay, he hit the middle of the bag, but yeah, he was going to call this guy out. If it wasn't for instant replay, who knows, what would have happened. But this guy, and this is the guy who had how many calls that was challenged? It was a shit ton. I mean, it's bad. I mean, come on, man. You got to be better than that.
You know what? I don't know how it's playing on television where you guys have been tuned in the last, the start to the season, Eric, Lou, and everybody else. But when you're at the ballpark, be it Oracle or now here at Petco covering this series, the whole concept of the, what do they call it? The ABS.
Yes.
It's not like it's taking over the game in such a, it's not a big delay. They're quick. They put it on the big screen for everybody to see in about 20 seconds. And I think if it makes Eric, I've said it 100 times. I'm a traditionalist. I hate the rule change. I just wish baseball was like it was when I was a kid. But this one I got to go to bat for, because if you're getting it done right, why not? The only thing it makes, you guys must have seen, was it the catcher for Kansas City the other day was just like picking them off like cherries. The poor umpire, he was like 0 for 20 in the game, and they were a big stink.
That was CB Buckner. It was the same umpire. He sucked. But that wasn't the Kansas City. It was Eddings. Eddings was the umpire for Kansas City, and Perez, like I think it was 3 calls in a row. Basically, he knew the strike zone better than.
Did he do 20 in the game?
But no, that was a different one. But it was
Perez is like none wrong. 0 for 20 getting them wrong. He's like 28 for 20. And they're like, this is the king of calling them. And but I said to the guy next to her, the girl next to me at the ball game tonight, she doesn't like it. I go, the only thing I don't like about it, and I feel for it, is it sure making these umpires look freaking bad, Eric.
It does. Do you know?
A lot overturned, good or bad.
Look, you know what?
And some, like tonight, you see the play tonight's game, it was off the plate by about a foot.
But here's the thing. It depends on what's being challenged and who's challenging it, because it may not be on the umpire. It may be on the batter who's tapping his head, and the ball's clearly in the strike zone, right? Yeah. And so you got to be, and that's the thing, as long as they put it up on the big board, everyone could say, all right, yeah, the umpire made the right call. But there are some umpires out there that are going to get embarrassed, if you want to say.
I like when they put it up for everybody to see. It's a one-shot deal, and it's, Eric, the accuracy within like a tenth of an inch.
It's incredible.
It's like a shadow, a fingernail. Oh, boom.
A freaking seam. If it hits the seam, man, that's a strike, man. So,
it reminds me of Lou's favorite sport, curling. They have the little thing there, and it's got the needle on it. And Eric, it can tell you like to a 1/100th of an inch. And the needle moves. It's like it's unbelievable. I'm not wearing my jersey. I'm going incognito to the game tomorrow, boys, too. I'm going to probably be into the sauce, so I hope we're doing an 8 o'clock start tomorrow night. I'm wearing my It's Bad to Touch Joe Boo's rum shirt tonight. I think this will be in a problem because it's supposed to be sunny. I think it's very bad. It's very bad to steal Joe Boo's or Glenn's rum at the game tomorrow.
There you go. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Glenn, are you telling us your new jersey is going to be Tony V's jersey?
I may be going with a Vitello.
Okay.
How about that? How about you didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anthony,
I might have to cheer for him regardless because, I don't want to talk too much fantasy, but, dude, I got nobody to cheer for on my fantasy team. Do you guys see what some of the vets are doing this year? I drafted the catcher, Raleigh. My God, he's still at spring training, I think, that guy. And I got a Pete Crow Armstrong signs for the big money. Oh, my God, he went the way of the dodo bird. He's not done anything. So I'm just kind of going to cheer for the umpire. I'm going to cheer for the umpire to do a better job, and I'm going to cheer for Tony V because he stands there the whole game. Everybody's watching. I go, look at him. And they're like, oh, my God, he doesn't miss a thing. He's like, I've never seen a manager as focused, Derek.
All right. Hey, we'll see what happens, man. Hey, all I care about, go out there, lead the team, and let's get some wins, right?
Lou, next game at Oracle Park, you're in attendance. You keep an eye down to your right. You watch Tony and how invested in a game he is. He's really Lou, he's won my heart. He's won my heart at Petco.
All right, I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
He's getting the hell out of here. What time are we going in tomorrow night, guys?
Well, I don't know. We're going to go right after the game, or are we going to? Do you want to wait? It's up to you.
Will you be able to survive if you're doing the sauce 5 hours later?
You may be on the couch.
Lou, I'm from Cape Breton. I'm Canadian.
Oh, there you go.
Lou, I'm from the home of you can't have a spill. I'm in for the long haul.
He goes, Lou.
Whatever you guys want. I'll be ready. In fact, Glenn, if you want me, we can do the
Lou don't know me that well. Eric, one night running down the hill with the bottle in my hand to catch the bus, and all hell breaks loose.
It wasn't one bottle; it was a G4 bottle that's made to make the Tommy Margarita famous.
I love the fact I got halfway down the hill and I was like, "Boys, I'm coming back. I gotta go to the bathroom." And then Bernice is like, "But the bus is coming." I'm like,
"Hey, I'm going too.
I go to the next bus." Anyway, always good times, boys. I wish you were here. It's a lot of fun going to the game. A lot of, you know what? At the end of the day, Eric, it's frustrating. I got to tell you. Lou gets cranky. Nobody gets more cranky than me. Eric, you're kind of the voice of reason. You were after that Yankee series. Were you not saying, "Calm down"?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's early, man.
It's more fun when you win, boys. It's more fun when you win.
Absolutely. Winning solves everything. Always. Always. Winning solves everything.
Yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here, man. All right, guys. Be good. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what time we're going to go. Maybe it'll be right after the game. Maybe it'll be at night. Make sure you hit that subscribe, that notification bell, and you will know when we go live. Maybe we'll be coming on here talking about a sweep. How about that? Wouldn't that be something? You get
favorite sport again. Sweep. Yeah. Sweep. And I'll have a couple of cocktails for you tomorrow, Lou.
They get sweeped in at home, but maybe they take care of their business away with a sweep. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Be good, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.